because of my passion, I'm prepared to work more and more and more. And the reality is I had to understand why I had that feeling. Similar to what I talked about just before about like having a reason. And I
Mm,
think the big thing that we're touching on here from the small business perspective is that if you have time, you can work. And if you're able to, you should do something. And that's something, the mentality I've always had in the 20 years of being a therapist is always going, cool, if I have time, I can do stuff. And it's always been not so much a hassle that you have to like, a hustle to get everything going. It's definitely been a case of if I stand still, what does that mean? And the last year has been really sitting in that uncomfortable position and realizing that putting barriers and a lot of boundaries into place is not a bad
mm,
thing.
yeah.
And it's okay if people don't like it. Like, what's the worst that possibly will happen? We've experienced that now. We've done 4 restructures in a business.
Yep.
Public perception is what it is. I'm not able to really change public perspective of myself. And it doesn't really matter. The more that we
Mm,
do for a community, and the expectation that the community will essentially see value in us, it's definitely changed. And the
mm,
more you give, the more that like the actual larger masses will just keep taking. And I realized
mm,
that similar to what I was talking about before, if I don't take some of that back for my own benefits, my own needs,
mm,
I'll be left dry and jaded, and I don't want that because I really love what I do and I want to
yeah.
keep doing what I love. And if that means that there's a slight shift, then I have to take them chances and risks. And
Yep.
for me, this is something I can do. I can hop on camera and talk and this kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and that's all fun. And yeah, it may not work. And like we said last time, I don't expect anyone to actually listen to us. It's just us doing stuff out of our comfort zone, talking about stuff that
Yeah.
we may or may
That we're
not.
both, but
Yeah.